I'm Aaron. Hi, I'm Aaron.
And I'm Parker. And this is the Aaron and Parker podcast, episode 8.
We're on episode 8.
Yeah, we're just talking about.
Oh my god.
I don't even remember.
It's honestly crazy. I think it's been since we last recorded one. It's been since this past winter. Because we recorded a little one.
Yeah. Winter was fine. Yeah,
right, we got a little upset. And we had beverages.
That I can't believe you actually thought I was serious with that. Like, I wasn't just I can't believe you actually thought that I was like that I was actually just like, going crazy. I really fooled you. I was just.
I don't think you fooled me.
No,
I think
I just
I it's okay. Like, it's okay. We don't have to upload that one. I can take it down, but like
no. I just as long as they know that it was like that I was messing around. I wasn't actually like really upset. As long as they know, like, I wasn't just.
I think they know it was honest. I mean, it was pretty honest. I mean, you were talking about everything that's wrong with your life and how you hate living, but it's fine now. Like,
they know that it was just like messing around. As long as they know that was like all just a joke.
Sure.
Like, I feel like I put on like a persona for this podcast, I think. So that's
If you want it to be a joke, it can be a joke. That's fine. It's okay.
It was this persona of mine that I use for the podcast that they're just to entertain. No, but I'm really for real talk.
If you're actually fine,
we're.
But you know what? We can just keep going.
Yeah.
No, yeah. I was gonna say, it's summer 2022, and it's July 6th today.
July 6th.
It's just after 4th of July. That's crazy. I mean, time is always going by for us, but like, we do so little of these podcasts every year that every time we do it, that like it just feels
the time in between. It was
weird.
Yeah.
But a lot has happened. So today, I thought it would be fun to maybe go over. We don't have to talk about us too much because we've talked about a lot of that. So maybe
we don't need anything.
Well, we can for the podcast we need like stuff to talk about. So I was thinking like stuff like
around things happening in
general
the
scope of the
world,
society,
like around the
people would know about.
Like people like just
or like fun to hear our opinions.
Like a weekend update.
Right, but like not funny. No, it could be funny. I want to be funny. But
no, but just like not like not. It's just we just update for the weekend. No, it's not even a weekend.
It's Wednesday.
I know. I know. I'm just, you know me. I just keep So
we got beverages. We got cookies. We got candy.
Oh yeah, your mom did a great job with these cookies.
Thank you.
Again, I meant to tell you that earlier, but I never really did.
It was my aunt's she had a little picnic, so for the 4th. For the 4th.
Okay, yeah.
What did you do for the 4th?
Yeah, I mean,
I just went to my aunt's. Yep, had a good time with like my cousin or two. Talked about stuff. It was I played with their dog for a little bit. It was fine, and then we drove to see fireworks. I am pretty neutral with fireworks. Sorry, I'm getting too into myself. What were you gonna say?
No, I thought about going for a swim.
On the 4th specifically by yourself?
Oh no! My family was swimming.
Oh.
Yeah. No. My mostly just my half sister's in town, so I want to.
Right.
No, but didn't end up going swimming. 'Cause it was just
Sorry for the fan, guys.
It's hard
Parker's basement. We've always.
I know. It's a house. It's my house. And it's the place I live, and I am grateful for the roof it gives me. But I didn't
Well,
go
like on the
no.
4th, you just
I
do,
didn't
what
no,
did you
we
do on
were
the
going to
4th?
go yeah, I thought about going swimming, but I ended up having dinner.
That's nice.
Yeah, I thought so. I heard a lot of fireworks.
What do you think about
Your
fireworks? Do
aunt
you like?
you went to your aunt's house. Yeah. Oh, you just told them. Sorry.
Right.
Wow.
No,
my-
I told you
yeah,
earlier,
yeah.
but
But my fireworks. I mean,
trying to
it's
push
like
push forward
just
the
you
podcast.
they just I really like watching them. I'm not afraid of them anymore, so
You used to be afraid of fireworks?
well, this is going to sound stupid, but
No, like
I
I'm
used
just
to
asking. It's not like it wasn't like a.
I used to
your
go to my
stupid
grandparents' house when I was younger, and well, I never got along with my extended family very well when I was younger, so I would always like really connect with their dogs. So what the dogs did, I did. So when
Okay.
the dogs hid under the bed during the 4th of July, I hid under the bed. during the 4th
Did you
of July.
realize
So I
because it was the fireworks that they were hiding, or did you like?
well,
feel like
I
it
don't
was-
I just trusted them, so I wanted to. I don't know. I felt a lot more comfortable no matter what I was doing if I was with the dogs.
Oh, well, yeah, that makes sense. I mean, you like them.
Yeah.
Did you like?
One of
Were
them
you
was
scared of the fireworks though? Still, like you realize, oh, those are fireworks. I'm scared of them, or was it just like there was loud noises?
Well, what it was is, well, both of the dogs like very. It was very strange, but both of them like had a sort of like rectal growth, and it ended up being cancerous in both of them, completely
my
independent of each other.
God.
So really, what I learned from my time with my grandparents' dogs is that, like, something that just looks like a tiny little bump can kill you. So I had this horrible phase in my life of constantly checking to make sure I didn't have any lumps in my body all the time and crying if there was even the slightest thing. So that's what I associate with fireworks, and that's where
Wow.
that's only thing that's the only problem I have with fireworks. The
Oh.
fireworks are fine aside from that.
Oh.
Sorry, that was a tangent,
No, but
tangential.
that's sad, and I'm sorry you have to
No,
deal
it's-
with relate cancer to fireworks. I mean,
I don't even remember if it was cancer. It was just some sort of growth. I mean, most growths are like, I don't know. They never use specific terms with me when my grandparents were talking
both-
about the dogs.
cancer
They
and
never-
fireworks, they
I
like,
was
build
younger.
and build
I was-
until they reach like a big finale, both of them.
That's
Let's-
is that that feels insensitive. I can't.
Well, I was just trying to
finale.
compare it to like a sudden like
Well, no. I don't feel like fireworks don't really make me think of cancer. Fireworks just make me remember the fear
the fear.
of
Okay.
of
you-
some kind of growth, maybe in my rectal area, because that was what it was for both of the dogs.
Oh, so
Um,
you tried to go swimming.
Oh, I did. I
that
didn't
that
end up
didn't-
going
that
swimming.
didn't-
No,
oh,
I just
right.
I was. No, I'd taken a lot of melatonin the night before, so I didn't want to
Oh.
risk anything. You know, they say don't operate a swimming pool if you
That
had
yeah.
melatonin the night before.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, don't do
So
anything
I-
really.
Right. Yeah. If it don't, I
Well,
mean, you should probably
Unless you
sleep
just
if
feel
you
groggy.
have melatonin at night. So
But yeah, yeah, that's true. Well, I'm glad you had an okay 4th of July. I hope everyone else had a good and safe 4th of July.
yeah, if you liked your 4th of July,
Right.
then put a like on the video.
Yeah.
Yeah. that's
I mean, while we're on the topic of like somber stuff, I know some people didn't have as good of a 4th of July. So there were some shootings across the country.
Again.
I think it's been like, it's over 100 already.
More than
Well,
100,
last year it
just-
was more than 100. In the U.S.
Yeah, in the U.S. That's
No, but I guess,
big.
there's all these questions of, and I don't know if us talking about current things mean we're going to get political, but like these questions of
just
gun
a
control.
disclaimer that people have opinions, and all
we might
opinions
get
are
political.
fine, but but we don't want to say that what we are saying is the right thing to say, but we're just saying, we just talk. We are not.
Well, we're saying it's right in our heads.
But there's no real right.
But it
I
could
mean,
be different from yours, and that's fine.
There's nothing anyone can do is right.
And we could even disagree with each other. That's okay.
I know. Yeah.
I'm
We
not
disagree
gonna
all the
get
time.
angry.
I mean, take.
Like high school, there was like
We had lots of
disagreements about how to handle emotions and drama and like
and just so much. Even younger, we would argue about like comic books and things like that.
Who was the best, But like that's the thing that I think we should work on as a society, listening to each other.
That's
from both sides.
Saying when we were younger, we were able to work with our disagreements. I think people need to remember
we're taught sharing is caring, right?
Yes, everything that
sharing is fun.
Everything that you learn in kindergarten. No, hold on. Everything you need to know, you learn in kindergarten.
Everything you need to know. I think.
Well, just if people are kind, then they'll learn everything else. Statement. I don't know. No, fine.
It's the basis. You mean? I guess.
Yes. Yeah. Like if we had robots in the future to take all the jobs and everything, then I don't know. Look. I'm just saying that children, then they are good for each other. Like. They're nice to each other, and
have you ever heard of the silver not lining? Sorry. The golden rule. Have you ever heard of the golden rule?
Yes. Don't do anything that you wouldn't want someone to do to you.
Right. I guess that makes sense. I guess, but in a sense. But, don't comment if you don't want to be meanly commented to.
Yeah, because
I know a lot of people
but let's put it this way. Let's just take the golden rule as a basis. But would any of you want to be shot in the middle of just going about your day?
Right, like the people who were recent, have been.
So so the way I look at things is that's obviously against the golden rule to kill people unless you want to. But if you want someone to kill you, then if you just follow this golden rule strictly, then what?
Well, I guess the golden rule, I don't really follow. I don't know who. I haven't mentioned it to myself since I was 6, but I guess it's just to put into the minds of kids hey, don't hit somebody if you don't want to be hit. But agree, adults who want to be
there are kids who want to be hit
or sexual things. I don't know if they would fall under that because consent and stuff like that. So
consent is everyone should be treated with consent. Everyone wants to be treated with consent. So that's any consent.
Hot take.
Is the golden
no,
rule.
I'm kidding. I know.
But consent is the golden rule.
All
it's really that's I don't know. I think a lot more people need to hear that.
Right. It does feel like everyone is very divided currently, and I know that's like said every single year, but things just keep adding up more and more, and honestly, I'm kind of sick of it because I feel like we need to just like start listening to each other. Like I would, if I was president, I would put everybody in a room, um, and just like be like, "Hey guys, what's going on?" Let's talk, because like I feel like since we don't have enough change, well, we have conversation, sure, but like I'll get legislation and be like, we're gonna fix this thing now, we're gonna fix this thing now, like let's just talk about it so we can actually get change go. Let's just actually make laws and start doing things instead of just talking about it. Well, we're talking
in
about
a
it, but
country
like,
that big, this big, it's so hard to do that. So I just wonder whatever happened to the middle ground? Whatever happened to finding common ground?
I agree
Whatever
with that.
happened to bipartisanship and working
Right.
together and I just
I'm
people are just going to extremes these days and I know it's easy to just let yourself get carried away and just go just like think my way is right and I'm not gonna look at the other group but that's what we need to do. We need to make compromises
Right.
and like find each other in the middle, common ground. Yeah, common ground. They
Right.
all have common ground. We it's just it's all lost in this fighting because everyone wants to go so far in
it's like
different directions.
I don't know what the. I mean, I see a lot of radical change. Some of it's good, some of it's bad. But like, I don't know what the answer to a lot of these like social issues are. Like, because they're so complex. Like, so many things, so many political issues are so deep rooted and complex that there's like not one answer. So that's why I think either party is just very like polarizing overall. But
They're,
like,
yeah, they're just more interested in fighting and furthering their own agendas than actually doing what's best
right.
for the country, which is to meet in the middle because that's what the country wants.
Yeah, and I just like I feel like I've had to. I mean, if I had to choose a side, I feel like people. I know what I would choose, you know, based on my own moral standing and what I believe is good, and how people should be treated in the world, you know.
Yeah, of course. Of
Right.
course.
It's like we all. It's like, you know, if we had to like, but yeah, it's just like, I found myself more in the middle. You know, um, and not feeling so truly belong to either party, and it's like, I think that's a lot. I think that's what most people feel, honestly.
Yeah, I mean I think most people should just with any issue that like they'll take one side of an issue in one issue and then they take another side in another issue. It shouldn't just be along party lines, you know.
Right.
That's a good political citizen, a good you know informed citizen should always do what they think is best for the country and not what they think is best for their party. And I think that's what a lot of people just get so focused on. How can I make my party the only party and push it so far out that it becomes its own completely separate thing, but that just
Right.
divides us more.
It does, and it's just like it's hard to get away from that sometimes, though, because sometimes your party is pushing more of the agendas that you want, but then the other party is doing less of it. So you're like, oh, if I have to choose, I guess I have to do this because it's a two-party system.
But we have to make
You know.
compromises. That's what keeps democracy strong. And if the compromises don't work, then we reelect people, or we don't reelect people, or we elect new people, and that's how our democracy works.
Right, and I think our founding fathers, who were very wise in how they wrote things, were able. They even George Washington, right? He was the one who even was like, "Don't do parties. Stop." He was like,
He did
"Don't
say
do
that.
it." He was like,
I'm very conflicted with founding fathers and all that because I know they did.
I mean, I think they were great men.
They
like, you know,
had a lot of good thoughts, but they
like great. Like great doesn't have to mean like morally good. I mean, great could also mean like, you know, just something that is accomplished. You know, because they were accomplished people.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
You know, I understand that like a lot of things they did were very bad. But in terms of setting a precedent, I would say they're pretty great.
Setting a precedent and setting a president and how we can set up more
Right.
presidents.
It's a little play on words. Yeah.
I remember, when I was in school.
No, but a lot
it
has
was messing me
happened.
up.
The big thing right now, of course, you've all have heard, is that Roe v. Wade was overturned.
God, that's... Ugh.
And
I just...
right,
well, we won't, I'm not going to say... We're not going to just say opinions. No,
right,
just,
it's not the opinions podcast.
It's not. This is not the opinions podcast.
You know, but sometimes we need
God.
to mention and like understand. I get people are hurt. You know, it's a really hard time for a lot of people, and it's scary because we're living in this country. We don't know what's going to happen next.
Well, yeah, and if our justices are going to lie under oath and like just completely lose the trust of the American people,
right. I mean, it's like, I don't know why I feel like I could be a better representative, you know, or just, I feel like even you could be like more like, thoughtful and mindful of what you're doing. I mean, the job of the Supreme Court is to, you know, technically is to examine cases and see if they're constitutional, and, you know, and in their reasoning they did a pretty good job, but they did not I mean, of course they're not gonna account, a lot of them who made a decision, for like what the effects of that vote would be. That's the problem. So they did their job, air quotes, correctly. I don't want to make people think that they, you know, yep. We don't have to go into detail about our views on abortion, but
I will just say that it's not fair and it doesn't make sense when the justices of the highest court in the country will start being so partisan and not looking at the facts and not looking at what the Constitution says and not taking into account the legal precedent,
that's true.
Just deciding based on their personal beliefs. And with the way the court is now, there are so many people with the same personal belief on the court, and it's so imbalanced now. And I know the Supreme Court is such a central part of our democracy because it makes sure that there's an unelected group of people who don't have the pressure of winning votes to sway their opinions and things like that, so that they can be unbiased and just objectively look at the laws and look at everything. But now they've become biased because so many have been put on from one party, and it just doesn't make sense. It's so unbalanced. So I don't know. Maybe 9 is just too few justices. Maybe we need to add some more.
How many more do you think?
Well, I don't want to get too political, but how many?
Should we have like 25 total?
Okay, but I just want to ask, how many have Republicans gotten in there when they make it so that it takes Democrats so long to get any justices?
Right. So I don't know.
It's court packing. What's been happening? It's court packing on the side of the Republicans. So it wouldn't be court packing to add more justices now.
I feel like in the next 4 years it'll be the other way. It'll be the Democrats in the next 4. It'll be the other way around. But
I don't. It's just, well, that's the thing. It's so partisan. There shouldn't be parties tied to. There shouldn't be parties tied to any of the justices. It's
I do understand the values of a capitalist society, and I have, socialism is something that has its positive and negatives. Any society does. But this is just getting crazy. Like in terms of. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. Capitalism is not the focus here, but
capitalism. It changing capitalism doesn't fix anything. I mean, like
right. It would have to change.
I mean, like take take healthcare. If healthcare was not capitalized the way it is now, if it was not, I don't think capitalized is the right word, but everyone glorifies the healthcare of like other countries with more socialist things, but then if you look at Canada, then yeah, you don't pay as much for getting the care you need, but the wait times for any procedures are so much longer, and it's so much harder to get into anything, and that's
Right.
I don't like I healthcare should not be as expensive as it is. I don't think, but there has to be another way that doesn't involve such long wait times and such and making it so hard to get procedures. Like
Right.
in Canada, it's so hard to get any surgeries done because they. But also I don't think that only rich people should get healthcare. But I don't know. It's more complicated than I think a lot of people want it to be, and that's the importance of compromise and finding a place where these complexities meet, so we can find something that works for everyone.
Right. And I think I think anything is possible. Like, not anything is possible. I'm gonna take that back. But, in terms of sitting down and figuring it out, anything is possible because you can just talk and make up a new idea, and that's what we should be doing. All the time.
Yeah, everyone's so obsessed with fighting when
should make up a new idea. Just talk again, like we're talking right now.
So much fighting everywhere. Like, how do people put up with it? All the violence. God, maybe some people are just born with a higher tolerance for violence than me, but I can't stomach it.
Yeah, I'm not too big of a violence person either. I've never been violent towards anybody, but in my head I have. So that's very different.
I don't know if I could ever even hit someone. I guess I have thought about it before, but well, I've been hit. I know how much that hurts.
When?
Oh God, when was that? It was
Oh wait, you have been hit.
It was right after. It was the day after. The day after that.
And it wasn't Tommy.
It was. Oh, where were? I think we were. I don't even remember why I was there.
Why were we there?
Those few days are.
Wait, were there
a blur
drugs?
To me.
We were really doing. Wait, what happened?
There were drugs, but
you weren't. Oh my God! Wait, why were we?
That's not why we don't remember, because you. I know for a fact that you weren't actually getting high.
No, I was no. I believe I was faking it for. I don't know. Was anybody even there that I liked? I don't think so at that time. No. I think I was just faking it because I didn't really want to participate at the moment, but that's all right.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, it's funny how you could tell. I like that you could tell.
Yeah. I think that was. That was the last time I hung out with Amy, I think.
Oh yeah.
I feel like I should get in touch with her, see how she's doing sometime. I don't know. I feel like I should check in with her more than I do.
Huh. I wonder.
Yeah, we never.
Well, if you're listening, Amy, well, I don't think she'd be listening to this, but
yeah, I don't. Is she still at the community college, or?
I think was she doing like a 2-and-2 plan?
Oh yeah. See, it's been so long. I don't even.
Right. So by this point. Yeah.
Is she on social media, or did she never? I mean, I'm not really on social media much, but
she probably is. I mean, she was.
I don't think she was ever really active on social media. I think she was like. she just didn't want to get caught up in any of that. If I remember correctly, I don't know.
I mean, maybe
I
since
mean, I
she's
sort of,
like she's not hanging around other people and like attaching herself, maybe she like actually did it now, you know?
maybe, yeah,
She actually
yeah.
is like doing, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say we should like look her up on social media, but I don't want that to be like stalkery. Is that stalkery to like just look up?
I think especially on
I
a podcast when we're talking about, yeah, I think it might be a little bit.
Oh
But
yeah, no, sorry. So we don't mean this in any creepy way, Amy. I just was thinking about, thinking about it. Feel like I should reach out.
I thought the same thing about. I thought about looking up Heather's Instagram, but
Oh, well, that's different.
I think I typed it in one night. Like I was like I don't know. I think my hands kind of slipped or like muscle memory typed her name, and then I like came up.
How often did you used to type her name?
Well, we would text.
You would text her full name first and last?
Not last name, but like it would come up. It came up. I think it was my recent searches from like a long time ago, like my previous searches where it said her full name. You know.
Well, I can't judge you. I can't say I've never done
Right,
the same.
but or maybe I might have just typed it in on purpose. I kind of don't remember. It was late at night. It was kind of like, but I think it wasn't. I don't know if there's much to see. I don't know. I kind of wasn't looking.
No.
But no, I have other people now. You know, it's great because you can meet new people and things can change, and you don't always have to dwell on the past.
That's the thing. Yeah,
know?
we always
You can appreciate the past.
we always think of the past like those were the days. Those were like my high school years were the best years of my life. That's what everyone says. We always like to think about that, and yeah, maybe they were. Maybe it is all downhill from there, and maybe you were. Maybe you were miserable during high school too, but but the point is that I mean, at least we look back positively on high school now, and we can remember those memories fondly.
Right. We don't have to be born back into the past, like boats.
Boats against the current. Just don't have to finish it. Yeah, born back ceaselessly.
Ceaselessly,
I know.
Yeah.
Number of times you've said that.
I know, but it really does make sense,
Yeah, but no. But I mean, I guess it's the fact that we can look back fondly on some things. It shows. Right. No, it doesn't mean that we're worse off now than we were then. It doesn't mean that.
It doesn't have to mean.
Because I know I was miserable in high school, so that I'm looking back on it fondly doesn't mean that I'm even more miserable now. It doesn't mean that I've only gone downhill from absolute ground zero.
It's okay to be. I mean, it's only been a couple of years, and COVID really messed up a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it really did. It really did. Yeah, COVID. It still feels like
eat a cookie.
It still feels like high school is still frozen in place.
Mm-hmm.
I play it over in my mind over and over again. It used to be so simple.
I know. I really wish I missed the day of us just being able to just go and sit down in a class. I mean, we can still do that in college, but.
Oh, yeah.
Have A, B, C, and D
still
days.
Can do that in college.
Have A, B, C, D days, just like days where we knew what was going to,
Yeah, plenty to do in college. Yeah, but no, yeah. We've,
just that. Just those, you could, there's more.
Feeling of.
Protection.
Feeling everything for the first time.
Mm-hmm. We're protected by the school, with the structure and I like the independence a lot of adulthood,
but it felt like living. It felt like I was alive.
Right, it felt like this was like, I don't know. There is a lot to look forward to, and I appreciate and I'm ready for my career and stuff. But there's a point in high school, yeah, everything felt so organized that you could really appreciate it. You didn't have to worry. Everything was so laid out for you. Like you don't have to worry. You can just take it all in, right? Like these are your 4 years of high school. Everything you're gonna take these, like, it's okay. You're gonna pass probably. So just don't worry. Like this, there's no majors or like anything to be confused about. You're just like going through it, hanging like with friends.
It was all ahead of us. Everything that high school was building towards, that was all ahead of us. That was all in the future. And I feel like we could all see it. We could all see where we were going. We could all... Because no matter how chaotic and confusing high school was and how awful it felt sometimes, that there was always so much ahead of us. We always had a full life to live after high school.
Well, I mean, we still do. We can. The prospect is not always gone, but some people might be circumstantially, you know, set set aside than other people.
But the thing is, now we've felt it all before, and we're just feeling things again. There's no firsts anymore, like there was in high school. Yes, there's still more ahead of us, but it doesn't feel the same, knowing that there's things ahead of us because
now
in
we're
high school there was
now
still
there's
so
things
much
behind us.
There's so much behind us. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
That's the
now
difference. Because before it was just current. Before it was now, and we didn't even think about the
now.
past. Like we were like, oh, remember when we were like sixth graders? That was so funny. Like we thought about that as like cringe.
Yeah, and
But now it's like not
barely
cringe.
people then, and
Now like high
think
school
back
is
on it.
not cringe. I mean, some of it's really sad and cringe, but
it's just that everything felt like the end of the world back then. Everything felt like life or death, and you know what? At the time, I always said every time one of these things happens, it gets easier. It'll be easier every time I suffer something horrible. It'll get easier every time I have a huge loss. And it did get easier, but now I don't know. It's lost whatever meaning it had. Like, I suffered a lot of hardships, and I hoped that with every one it would get easier, and it did get easier, and now it's easier, and now it feels like it doesn't matter. It feels like nothing.
Right.
And that just makes everything not harder, but just a dull sort of hurt. Just a dull constant pain of you've already reached the peak of your emotions. You've already You've already felt the thing that you're looking for.
And my cousin the therapist told me, my cousin the therapist told him who told me that right, it's about like feeling your emotions. People, when growing up, because he has a hard time with his emotions, it's like as we grow up we're expected to be more adult, and those emotions are supposed to be more sophisticated, but also convey, like, you're supposed to have the same amount of emotions, but they're supposed to be more complex. It's like, why can't they be more? And she was like telling him to be like more like just feel them raw, like we used, like, now I get it. It's like, yeah, it's like how we used to feel them, like raw, powerful, but now we don't. Now we feel them as more complex and like more, and that makes them just like kind of dull down into like over analyzed, like, and then the feelings are smushed. You know?
Yeah.
If that makes
Yeah.
sense? It's like,
That does make sense. I can't stop thinking lately about how I thought the world would look to me once I was out of high school. I I imagined that I would have to go through all of these hard times in high school, all that stuff that happened to us in high school. Our class was our graduating class was just it's almost like we were cursed, but we suffered through all of that, and I thought that once I got to the other side of it, I would see this beautiful, amazing world around me, and all the years of fearing that world would be worth it because now I would see everything that world had to offer. But now I don't have these hardships, and I don't see that beautiful world, and I realize that I only saw it when I was suffering and looking forward to seeing it without that pain. It's like
all right.
it's like I saw so many beautiful things in the world. But
it was all right in front of us.
It was all right in front of me, and I was like, I can appreciate this once I'm done with all this pain. Once I get through this, then I can look back and say, what was I so afraid of? Why did I think that this huge, wonderful world could ever be so harsh and cruel and unforgiving? And now I'm here, and where did that wonderful world that I was going to be living in, and looking back at my high school years, where did that world go? Because that's not the one I'm living in.
Right. Yeah. It's kind of sad, especially everything seems so much more gloomy right now because of everything that's going on.
Right,
you know?
right. Yeah, I don't want to just make this about us, but we suffered a lot of trauma in our younger years, and more than I think a lot of high schoolers did. So I wonder if everything for the rest of our lives will just feel like less than that, or duller than that, or reaching towards the emotional peak that was our trauma. We'll always be reaching towards that awful suffering. And never. What were you saying?
No, I was gonna say I haven't cried in a long time.
No.
You know, it's just like people cry, but then you don't anymore, and it's just like, okay. Right, I get it. It almost feels like robotic, more robotic than I was called in high school. But
I remember that. This really hit me hard, but we won't have any spoilers here. But have you seen the new Stranger Things?
I was gonna say, I got a little teary for the end.
I didn't cry at all. I didn't even.
You didn't cry at all? I got a little teary.
No spoilers, please. But. For them, no spoilers for them. But
right, but at the end, I was figuring we were gonna bring up Stranger Things at some point. Yeah, but that's a big thing right now. No, you just didn't feel anything?
No, and I think what really got me was the last season of Stranger Things. Before that, it came out, and I watched it.
2019. Yep.
2019. We had just graduated.
It's crazy. It was the summer before. It was July.
We had just graduated. Right. It was July, and I was still recovering from a pretty bad time in my life. You know, and I was struggling with a lot of things then. You were pretty much MIA for me for months during that time.
Yeah. I'm starting to...
I know you were, and you had a rough few years in high school. I knew that, but so And
At
I never
times,
really,
I
I
had-
never really
I got-
reached out
I
as much
got-
as I should have.
It's
but
no, it's okay. I had time to myself, and that
I know,
was
yeah,
cool.
and you were
I had time
working a
alone.
lot. You had
I had
that
I
took
did
up-
have TJs, so
so much of your time. How could they even let you work more than 40 hours every week?
see that is something that if I were to ever fight someone on, I would fight because that was not right. That was literally child labor,
Yeah,
like abusive child labor.
yeah. I'm shocked that TJ's is still open even through COVID. It's got to be the only,
Right, and
probably the only diner that's survived. All
And
the other
funny
ones
enough-
are taken over by Denny's or something.
I went back there a few weeks ago. I didn't.
Really?
Yeah, because my family wanted to place an order. Well, my family just being my mom and I, but wanted to place an order. I was like, let's get that food there because I haven't really had the time to eat it.
Oh.
So, but it was Friday.
I really only go back for the mozzarella sticks.
I haven't had those. I haven't had those yet because I don't. Because the marinara sauce is always when I have mozzarella sticks. The marinara sauce is always I have to have this certain kind. Like I really need to have. Has to be good because sometimes either too cold, something. You know.
I'm not picky with mozzarella sticks. I just it's simple for me. It's a simple pleasure.
They
Just
have
having
to
any
be
sort
they
of
have to be really
mozzarella
good for me to really like them, or else I won't
Okay,
really want to eat them.
yeah. No, I loved.
Is your mom watching Stranger Things upstairs?
Oh no,
That sounds like Stranger Things.
yeah. I told her not to.
It's okay. I mean, we've seen it.
No, yeah,
but,
yeah. I know. I told her not to, in case it would be too loud.
It's okay.
Okay, yeah.
It's not too loud.
I
No, what were we saying?
wanted to watch it with them, but they wanted to wait for my half sister to get home, so
Oh, okay.
so
we
I
can-
just had to watch without them. But
Okay, well, you saw it, yeah.
yeah. No, but
We were talking about Stranger Things finale.
yeah. No, I didn't cry at it, and I cried so much at season 3. And that was right before I was going to leave for college. And I guess just thinking about it, 3 years ago, I had so much hope for the next 3 years.
I think it's probably because, yeah, a lot of that, and also because, well, I don't want to spoil.
Oh yeah.
But they're adults now, and it's like it's less about growing up, and now there's like adults. So when bad things happen, it's like, oh, they're adults. Well, they're not adults. They're still 16, but like they were like littler kids before. Maybe that's part of
and
it.
I sort of grew up with them. I mean,
right, we're the same age basically, almost
3 years older. We're 3 years older, I think.
Well,
around
the actors are around our age, but the characters are younger. We're like as old as like not Dustin, Steve, almost Robin, like those. That's our age group, which is because they're
well,
like
they're still in high school.
no.
Steve's not in high
Steve
school.
graduated.
Oh, okay. I missed that. I've not been paying very much.
He graduated the year, but I
those
think
things, but-
no, yeah, he was a senior. Yeah, so he's out, and then Robin's. I think so. We're like a little bit like 1 or 2 years older than them, even, which is crazy. But yeah, it's like still like, I don't know, something about it. I cried a little
Yeah,
bit. I shed.
I don't know.
I got a little teary eyed when the
Yeah, everything felt underwhelming to me, and there's some story arcs that they just didn't really conclude. I mean,
Well, I think
this isn't really a spoiler, but it really felt like they were building up Will having a crush on Elle because he got so. They had that whole scene where he was telling Mike like how much Mike meant to Elle, and it was so clear that he wished that he could be saying that about himself to Elle, that he that he wanted to be what Mike was for Elle. I thought it was very clear that it was like going to be a love triangle sort of thing where Will was going to like confess his feelings for Elle, but it never happened. So maybe later, and because I just felt it was weird to have that big scene where
I agree. I think they might do
That's
that
so-
in season 5, but I heard this internet rumor. I don't know if it's true. I had like a weird inkling when I was watching it too, but I don't think it's true. That Will likes Mike instead of Elle.
I never thought about that.
Well, because people were like making like edits or something, and then like they brought up how and Joey said like he was like the F slur, or like in the first season, like they talked about how he like like people would talk about him weirdly. So I guess that's the only piece of evidence they have. But like I kind of got that inkling when he was like getting really upset because he even drew like he made a painting for Mike.
See,
He gave him
the,
like
the scene where he like shrinks away from a girl in his class.
Right, that's why
I thought that I saw that as he wanted to show
Elle.
Al that he wasn't encouraging anyone else's advances. I never thought about that, but that's very good to have that. I think that's a very good story arc to have. I think that's important.
Yeah, but like
yeah, I hadn't even thought of that. So I
it doesn't define a character. I think there's a lot to Will that like people don't talk about.
Yeah, I think that I just feel like he and Elle would have been a good couple.
But now they're kind of brother and sister, so that's kind of weird.
Oh. Well,
maybe they could get out of it.
I mean, take the Frankenstein family from the Frankenstein book by Mary Shelley. Sorry, I have something in my mouth. Like
We're eating candy. Sorry.
When Victor Frankenstein marries Elizabeth Lavenza, it's not seen as weird, even though they were sort of brother and sister. Like as Elizabeth Lavenza was living with the Frankensteins for a long time. Sorry, I took a class on 19th century horror stories. So
I mean, see,
past semester, so
I didn't. I should know that.
Sorry,
story. It's not spoilers. I just.
No. Sorry, I'm surprised that's the first time this podcast I've slipped in a reference to 19th century horror. Aaron knows that I've been finding every opportunity I can to just slip in a reference. So sorry.
That's why you've been doing it. I thought you were just saying some. I thought I didn't mind.
No, yeah. I got
Well, that's fine.
Dracula. Yeah.
That's pretty cool, though. I mean,
no, I
good for you.
Thank you. I just yeah, Dracula.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, I just
I don't even.
They had bats in Stranger Things, and they
right.
also had Dracula.
Mm-hmm.
In a book they had Dracula.
Stranger Things.
So that's okay. Yeah, Stranger Things.
Yeah, I thought I'm excited for the 5th season. I'm surprised how much money I heard that like a lot of the actors get like $300,000 per episode.
Really?
Which is
even Finn Wolfhard? He's not even good.
Well, sorry, I was getting my water.
Yeah,
I dropped it. No, I don't. I think he could have been better this season, especially.
Yeah, no, he Sorry, I feel like I could do that better than. Hold on, What was in that candy that I just ate?
You okay, Parker?
Oh.
No, like
Hold on.
You okay? Actually.
Yeah.
I think I'm eating too much candy.
Yeah, it's like there's like something in my mouth. Hold on. Wait, was this?
This one?
Hold on, wait.
Is this a black jelly bean?
Do they?
Oh my god! I don't like black jelly beans. Oh wait, you're not allergic.
No, I'm not allergic. I just hate almonds.
Oh, I thought
God.
you were saying you were allergic. I was like,
No,
Parker.
they get stuck on my teeth. The skin of the almonds, they get stuck on my teeth, and I don't trust them because you can make milk out of them, and they're not even cows.
see, I thought you were saying you were allergic to nuts, which is I know is not true.
Yeah,
I've seen you eat a peanut butter jelly sandwich for years, and I was about to feel like I was like, you're not telling the truth.
No, I like telling the truth. Parker, no. I'm Parker.
I feel like we're losing our minds. I've honestly, this is the most chocolate I've eaten in a long time.
Yeah, my doctor said I have to stop eating chocolate or else I'm going to burst.
What? Are you okay? You're crying.
Sorry, I'm having asthma.
You don't have
Can
asthma.
I have do you have an inhaler or something? Sorry, that's why I've been.
Yeah,
Wow,
I have my
wheezing
old. I have my
all
old one
day.
here.
Okay.
No, you can't have a prescription drug.
It's not a prescription. It's just air.
What? No, you can't. Okay. Park, did you really just take? You joking?
It's just air.
What else did we want to talk about today? So we got Stranger Things. I mean,
We'll go to the beach tomorrow.
I could do that. I'm down for that. Wow, we just. I'm sorry, we just almost choked on things.
Sorry, yeah, this is just we just really.
It really
got
took
out of it,
took
really,
a left turn.
Sorry, yeah, you're Aaron. I'm Parker.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
we established that in the beginning. No, we really did.
I thought it would be funny earlier. Before we did I thought it would be funny if we pretended to be each other.
Oh,
Earlier in the before the podcast, I thought it would be funny to.
I mean, we say
If we pretended to like,
say-
if I like tried
Right.
to like sound like you and pretend that I was you and act as you as.
Oh,
in the podcast.
really?
Yeah.
that would be kind of fun for an episode.
Yeah. Maybe. Well,
Maybe
now
they
that we
won't even
spoiled
be
it,
able to get-
we've
well, maybe-
spoiled the trick.
well,
So
maybe
it's
we
like
won't-
when you hand out a
we-
deck of cards and then tell the magician that you want a card. Oh, that when the magician reveals the trick, that you can't do the same trick twice.
Well, we don't have to tell them which episode we're gonna do that on, so it could be like a surprise.
Yeah. It could be a surprise, but then they'll be listening for it. Aaron, do you need a tissue? It looks like you're gonna sneeze. You're sniffling.
I'm sorry. Oh my god. I'm sorry. Oh gosh. I'm okay. Don't worry about it. Like it's okay.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, everybody.
So yeah, well, I don't know what's going on with us today.
Ugh.
There's like some rift in
Well, I mean, we
in
could talk about one more thing, and then we should probably end it soon.
I think the planets are like aligning in a strange way. I mean,
Is there something with the astrology happening?
I don't know.
I'm not really too much into astrology, but I know it's a big thing. That
All I
people
know
like.
is that when all the planets go in a straight line, then the four titans come in and go up to Olympus.
Oh, was that part of Greek myths?
It's part of Disney Hercules. And Hercules has to beat them. There's the Ice Titan, the Rock Titan, the Tornado Titan.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember the fourth Titan. But I remember Hades.
Zeus. No, that's
Zeus is a father, not a Titan.
Hermes. No.
Hermes isn't Disney's Hercules.
Herm. I don't know. I don't remember.
Okay, yeah.
Well, I guess is there any celebrity news or? I don't think so. I think we touched on a lot of things today. Good amount.
Yeah.
We can always
John
do another
Hinckley
one
Jr.
soon.
is out of prison.
What?
John Hinckley Jr. is out of prison.
Oh, because he's the one who tried to shoot Nixon, Reagan.
Yeah, Reagan. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. He other celebrity news.
Oh, the Johnny Depp Amber Heard
Caitlyn
trial was
Jenner.
a thing.
Yeah. You're right. Whose side are you on?
I mean, I think everyone's on like Johnny
Amber
Depp's side.
Heard.
What did you just?
Amber.
You're on Amber Heard's side.
Did you see
it's
the
fine. You
trial?
can explain. I mean,
I mean, I'm no judge, but I've seen a woman.
Parker, what do you mean by that?
No, like I had more to the sentence, but
I mean, I think we should end the podcast if you're gonna.
I think I need to go to the doctor's office
What?
because my head hurts.
Okay, let's go. I mean, honestly.
I'm seriously, I'm
But
okay.
if you're on Amber Heard's side, that's okay. I just like to
No.
know why.
No, it's just, I think that Johnny Depp had the media on his side, and he made all the media think that he was
Well, I think that's
telling
what
the
Amber
truth. When-
Heard did.
No,
at
Amber
first.
Heard didn't have the media on her side. Everyone was against Amber Heard from the start, so everyone was biased against
Well,
her.
this doesn't mean that she didn't do anything wrong. I mean, like,
She did.
I mean,
some
at the end, they
things wrong,
both
yeah.
got money, but he got more money, right? I think that's what happened.
Yeah. But like the thing, I feel like Amber Heard's career will be more ruined than Johnny Depp's, which I don't think is fair because they were both self-defense. I don't know all the facts, but I think Amber Heard, she told the truth from what I saw.
Right.
Yeah, and Johnny Depp.
Right. Sure, but like
lies. He wasn't even a pirate when he
didn't
played.
though. I think there was a clip where she said that she didn't hit Johnny, and then there's a video of her telling Johnny, "I'm sorry, I hit you," or something. Like I didn't.
But she's an actor. Actors say things that aren't real all the time.
Well, that's what they said about Johnny, but then it was proven that.
So now are we going to convict Johnny Depp of killing 4 children in a chocolate factory?
No. That's that.
Because that was him talking too. He said those things too.
But
So Amber Heard could have been acting when she said,
her
"Sorry, I
dog
hit
stepped
you."
on a bee is like that's like the little thing going around that her dog stepped on a bee. I don't know what that has to do with anything. I just know the outcome, and for a lot of it, Johnny Depp has seemed to be pretty reasonable. So, and I don't want to make false judgments again, but it seems like your logic is kind of just what everyone did against
it's all
Johnny.
Theater. It's all for show. That's
I guess.
really the Amber.
And that's this too, I guess.
I mean, I don't even know who I am anymore. Yeah, it's just everything. I don't know what to think about that. I mean, what's real, what isn't, what they were saying that's true, what they were saying that's false, the
There's
lies
so
they
much
said,
that's
the
not.
truth
I
they
mean,
said,
it's
because
all doing your own research.
everything used to feel so much more real.
Mm-hmm.
And now
Now it just feels like it's a show, but it's actually real. Well,
And what is anyone's words worth? Nothing? Less than nothing? It's just what we do. We lie. We all do.
well, that's a good way to end the podcast. Well, no, I'm kidding.
No,
but,
no.
But
it's just... sorry, the fan went on. I feel like this basement...
next time
We should get it
we're
inspected for, like, chemicals or something, because I
What?
think I don't know.
What do you mean?
Like
what would be down here?
Like, I don't know. It's all lead paint. I don't know if that's bad. But,
What?
Well, like most, I think I don't know. My mom.
Well,
was,
like, what do you mean? Like, is it like
my
bad,
mom
like,
was sort of like she
is it like
was,
toxic? Like it probably wouldn't be. I mean,
she
we've been
didn't
down here for
explain it to me
hours.
very well. She was just like she.
Okay,
She
well,
just
I'm
sometimes
getting.
makes throwaway jokes like, "Oh, you spend too much time in the basement. You won't live to see your 30th birthday." I don't. Just
Well, but I've
throwaway
been down
jokes
here
like
for so
that.
long.
But she
You're gonna
says
put
it.
me in danger
She
like
said it.
that?
She says it half-heartedly. I don't know. It's. I think there.
I mean, do
a
I
lot
need to
of
like
a
breathe
lot
through
of.
my inhaler? Like, I don't
I
know
think
what's
no. There are a lot of. I think it's just like. I don't know. She likes to have little jabs at my dad of like, you were going to fix up the basement, 21 years ago and you never did. So get on that. You're slowly killing our family with your lead paint basement because you're not fixed it. I don't know.
What?
It's just
Okay,
some small jabs at my dad.
Okay,
I don't know.
but like, I don't want to be in here if you're gonna if this.
Well,
is
no,
what's
no.
gonna-
I'm sure that's just small
Okay,
jabs at my
fine.
dad.
We don't. I mean, we
Can't-
could
probably
also
can't.
use.
He's probably asleep.
We could
He
also
never-
use my house.
He
next
always
time if we
sleeps
want
through
to.
Stranger Things.
Well,
Yeah.
all right. Well,
Yeah,
I mean, this has been a good
we learned
podcast.
things
We
about
did.
each other.
And any questions y'all have, you can put it in the comments.
Just be respectful in the comments of
Right.
debating of all the topics we covered because we're sensitive topics,
okay. Well,
especially yeah,
do you? I mean, okay. Well,
sensitive topics like
It's
life
Stranger
and
Things.
death and violence was a big theme,
right.
which I don't like. Don't have the stomach for it. I can't take it. Violence, I see.
I'm not gonna say I can either. But, all right.
Just
I
being
forgot how
nice
we
to
ended
people.
these.
Hello?